Namaste yogis, welcome back to your practice and to your mat. Now today I've got for you an everyday all levels flow. So if you need something to get you out of your head and into your body, something that's quick and snappy and yet flowy all at the same time, this is the perfect practice for you. Okay, we're going to get started straight away onto our hands and knees. So come on up into your tabletop position. As always, you could prepare blocks in case you need them. So as you set up in your tabletop, go ahead and spread the fingers, adjust the hips and the knees. And then from here, just rolling out into your whole body first. Okay, so that could be circles. That could be side to side. You may be shifting forwards and back. Just take whatever you need here. And let's just move through this warm-up for about 3 to 4 breaths. And so allow this to be free and allow this to be just intuitive. There's no structure here. Take what your body needs. 2 more breaths. Checking in with how you've showed up on your mat for your practice today. Taking stock of where you might be physically, mentally, and emotionally at this particular moment. And give yourselves just 1 more breath here. Now, in your own time, let's go ahead and find tabletop again. So readjust your hands and knees. And just regular cats and cows. We'll do about 3 rounds here. So on your inhale, drop the belly, open chest. With your exhale, press into the hands, spread the shoulders around the spine. 2 more times like this. Inhale to open. Exhale to draw belly in. Once more, and maybe this is your slowest movement. Inhale, articulate to open. Exhale, press and round, tailbone tucking in. Now returning through center, tabletop position. Maybe bring the knees a little closer. And then from here, right toe step all the way to the back. Okay, so you have the ball of the right foot onto the mat. Right leg is straight. And then for a moment, you might just press your weight back, getting stretchy into the back of your right leg. That could be your shin, your calves, and also your hamstrings up towards your glutes. Take 1 more breath here. And then come back forward again. This time, activate the right toes, float the right heel back. Take a moment here to feel first, equalizing the weight onto both hands. And take another breath here. Inhale. Now exhale, right toes are going to land on the left side of the floor. Okay, so essentially coming into a cross position. Looking back to your right heel, pause and hold for 3, for 2, 1 more here, inhale, exhale. Now from here, drawing the right heel back behind you again to a float, inhale here. Right toes land at the back of your mat again. Now this time, press into the right palm, take your left hand up as you move into a twist. Pause and hold here, start to feel the weight shift down towards that right arm for 3, 2, and 1. Release, left hand down onto the mat. Float the right heel back again. Inhale here. This time we'll pull right knee to the nose as you spread the shoulders. And then just 2 more like this. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. Once more. Inhale, heel kicks back. Exhale, draw it in. Now re-extend first, right heel to the back. Exhale, right knee down. Come back, tabletop. Readjust, maybe your knees are a little closer, find a neutral spine. And this time, left leg extends all the way back, ball of the foot down. And then to start, we'll shift to weight back. Okay, so just finding that space into the back line of the left leg. Breathe here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Shift the weight forward again. Now let's activate that left toes, lifting the left heel up. Imagine you're kicking into a wall behind you. Pause and hold first, finding space into both of the hands here for 3, 2, 1. And then let's go ahead and cross left foot to the right side of the floor. Gaze will follow the left heel. Pause and hold for 3, for 2, 1 more here. Inhale, exhale. Now let's sweep left heel back again. Inhale here. Drop the toes down at the back of your mat again. Now bottom left hand is going to press firm. This time we'll twist to the right. Right hand floats up. And start to press into the left knuckles down for 3, 2, and 1. Right hand release onto the mat. Okay, from here, left heel extends back. Inhale. Round the spine as you pull knee to the nose. Exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, drawing it in. Once more like this. Inhale, kicking back. Exhale, pulling it in. Re-extend heel to the back first. And then bring left knee down, tabletop position onto the mats. Okay, from here now maybe your hands move a little further forward. Curl onto your toes. Begin to lift the knees and coming into your first downward facing dog. You might pedal through your legs here, just getting into the hamstrings. And this might even move up towards the glutes. And then maybe even up towards sacrum, low spine. Give yourselves about 2 or 3 breaths, just feeling out into your first downward facing dog. All the while your knuckles are rooted firm, fingers spread. 2 more breaths here. Last one here. Okay, let's find stillness. You can keep your knees soft, your heels lifted, or you can work towards straightening the legs. Even if they don't come fully straight, that's okay. You have the engagement into the whole back line of the body. Breathe here, last 2. Last one here. Now from here, take right leg up high, coming into 3-legged dog. And then bend the knee, open it up, finding scorpion tail. Notice how this feels, not just into the right leg, but also the left leg. Take another breath here. And then straighten out the top leg again, coming into 3-legged dog. Knee to the nose, travel forward, hold here, take an inhale. Go ahead and step right foot through, staying on your fingertips. Press the heart forward, coming into a fingertip lunge. So your back leg is straight and your heart is open towards the front of your mat for 3, 2, 1. Fingers walk forward. Now all these postures can be supported with blocks anytime you need. And from here, left ankle cross behind the right into a forward fold. Soften your knees here whenever you need to. Now inhale, peel the heart forward, arms back, half lift. And with your exhale, soften down, forward folds. Now fingertips on the mat or your blocks, kicking the left leg back behind you, coming into a standing L. Breathe here, activate the foot. And then exhale, regular forward fold, left foot next to the right foot. Come up, half lift, hands to the knees. Exhale, soften down. Now keep the knees soft. Let's roll up to standing. Take your time here. Arms will reach up towards the ceiling. Bring hands to the heart. Big exhale. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, soften the knees as you fold. Come up into a half lift. Inhale, hands to knees. Exhale, plank, stepping back. Take your time to find high plank. Shift the shoulders forward. With your exhale, drop the knees down. Let's come down into a half chaturanga. Elbows bend back, shoulders track forward. Now drop the hips down, open chest, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the knees. Pause here, just a breath. Inhale and exhale. This time, left leg floated up and back. Bend the knee. Maybe your hips come to a stack. Knee is upward to the ceiling here. So once again, noticing both legs, how the sensations are feeling. Take just another breath here. Straighten out the top leg. Draw that left knee forward, rounding to the spine. Pause and hold. Inhale. Stepping your left foot through. Keep your back knee floating. And from here, fingertips on the mat, heart drives forward. Straighten out into the back leg. Pause and hold for 3, 2, 1. Walk the fingers or your blocks slightly forward, crossing right ankle to the back of the left. Your 2 knees are soft here. Inhale, peel the heart forward, arms back, half lift. Knees soften as you come back down, forward folds. Fingertips on the mat, right leg extends back, standing L. Breathe here first, activate into the right foot. Take another breath. Regular forward fold, right foot lands next to the left foot. Come up into a half lift, hands to knees. Soften everything down, forward folds. This time rise all the way up, arms to the ceiling. Bring your hands to the heart. Exhale. Drop the hips, sit back. Find chair pose, arms extend. And with your exhale, forward folds. Come up into a half lift, inhale here. Step back to your plank pose, 2 feet to the back. Take an inhale, shift the shoulders forward. Knees come down, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, hips to the mat, chest forward, elbows soft. Downward facing, exhale, return. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Right leg floated up. Open through that top hip, scorpion, breathe here. Now from here, right knee cross to the left elbow, so shift the shoulders forward, cross and tap. Sweep it up again, normal 3-legged dog, right leg straight up. Right knee to the nose, midline, hold, inhale. Step the right foot forward. From here, root down into your back foot first. We're preparing for warrior 1. So with the left leg grounded firmly, come up. Take a moment here. Hips are still towards the front, so if you need to, you can adjust your 2 feet wider, the width of your mat. Pause and hold, 3. Press firm into that back foot, 2. 1 more, inhale. Now open into warrior 2. You might adjust left toes outward a little more. You might open your stance wider. And then sinking into the hips. Let the hands spread to the front and to the back. Breathe here for 3. For 2. For 1, flip the front palm. Let's take a reverse warrior. Right hand reaches over the head. You've got 3. 2. 1, rise back up. Warrior 2. Now from here, we'll pivot forward into a high lunge. So now back heel lifts. Come back to face the front of your mat. Okay, adjust here. So belly draws in. Back knee is a little soft. Hold here. Maybe sit lower. 3. 2. 1. Exhale. We'll go ahead and twist to the right. Left hand peels forward. Right hand peels back. Pause and hold. 3. 2. 1, left palm to the mat next to your right foot. Right hand twist to the ceiling. So straightening out your back, left leg, breathe here first. Bottom left hand firm, 3. 2. 1, right palm down, outside of the right foot, finding your plank. Stepping back. Take your inhale here. Your choice for chaturanga, knees can come down or keep the knees lifted, shift the shoulders, elbows back. Inhale to glide forward, maybe in upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up high. Take 1 or 2 breaths here, reset in your down dog. 1 more here. Okay, switching sides, left leg floats. Open up, find your scorpion. Take a moment here first, big inhale. Now we'll cross left knee to the right elbow underneath your chest. Sweep it up again, normal 3-legged, straight leg. Knee to nose, come through. Step that left foot forward, root down into your right heel first, prepare. And then warrior 1, all the way up. Make adjustments here. So your hips are trying to face the front of your mat, okay? Open the feet wider if you need more space. Arms reach up. Pause and hold just for a moment. 3. Back foot strong. 2. 1. We'll take warrior 2. Maybe right toes open up even more. Maybe your stance get a little wider, so hips are sinking down even more. Shoulders soft. 3. 2. 1, left palm flips. Take it up and over, keeping the bend in your left knee, keeping the baby toe of the right foot grounded for 2. 1 more here. Rise back up, warrior 2. Now from here, we're going to come into high lunge. So back right heel lifts, pivot to face the front once more, adjust the body here. So you can use your hands to feel into your midsection for 2. Last one, inhale. Open twist to the left. So right hand goes forward, left hand reaches around the back for 3. 2. 1, right palm down next to the left foot. Left hand goes up. Adjust that back leg to be straight so you can feel the glutes here strong for 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. Now this time, come up onto your fingertips. You can use your blocks. Walk the hands slightly ahead. Step up into a forward fold. Right foot next to the left foot. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale, soften down. Come back into chair pose. Drop the hips, arms reach. Stand tall. Bring hands to heart. Pause for a moment here. Breathe. We just have one more flow, but take your time here. 2 more breaths. Notice your breath. See if you can reset. Let's take one more here. Okay, from here, if your eyes are closed, start to open up. Sit back, chair pose. Take a moment here. You've got maybe 2 breaths. One more here. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to do a twist from here. So your left wrist or your left forearm goes to the outside of your right knee. 2 knees stay forward. Right hand reach back. So you're controlling here. Don't let the hips move. Your knees stay forward. You're just twisting with the strength of the palm pressing into the outer knee. Take another breath. Release, come back to chair, arms forward. Now let's switch sides. Right outside of the left. Keep the knees pushing forward as your left hand goes back. Pause and hold. 3, 2, 1. Come back to chair. Inhale, reach. Forward fold. Exhale. Come up into your half lift. Breath in. Step back to your plank pose. Breath out. Big inhale here. Your choice with chaturanga again. Come on through. Back bend of choice. Downward facing dog. Hips up to the ceiling. Pause here. Take a moment. 1 or 2 breaths. Make any adjustments here. Last breath here. Okay, right leg floated up. 3-legged. Same thing. Let the hip open. Now cross the knee right to the left elbow, similar to what we did in the last round. Stay here. Extend your right leg out to the left side of the floor, pretty high up close to your left wrist. Okay, from here, ground into the back left foot. Take the left hand up, coming into fallen triangle. Now know that fallen triangle can be like this, a bit more like side plank, so you're loading strength onto that right hand. Or you could send your right heel even further forward. Hips are up to the ceiling, chest is upward to the ceiling. Pause and hold. 3, 2, 1. Look down to your mat, left hand down. Take your right leg back up to the ceiling. Normal 3-legged dog. Stepping your right foot through between the hands. Ground into the back left foot first, preparing for warrior 1. And then body rise all the way up. Take a moment here. You've got 3, 2. Open into warrior 2 again. So make the adjustments in your back foot. Open your stance a little wider. Exhale, sit into it. From here, flip that front palm. Take your reverse just for an inhale. Now exhale from here, we'll shift back into a skandasana. So left toes pivot slightly out, bend into the knee. Stay a little higher here. Front toes start to lift as you press the heel. Breathe for 3, 2. Now come forward. We'll take high lunge facing the front. Pick up your back left heel. Arms reach. Pause here. Stabilize first. Adjust the pelvis for 3, 2. This time, hands in prayer at your heart. Lean your chest forward so you're straightening out the back left leg. Okay, from here, rotate and twist to the right. Maybe your left elbow comes to a hook. Maybe it just hovers. But whatever your choice may be, keep your 2 elbows spread wide. Don't let them collapse into each other for 3. Looking down will help with balance for 2. 1 more here. Take an inhale. Now start to look down in front of your mat, shifting weight forward to that right leg. See if you can do this without any sound. Left foot step next to the right foot. Chair twist, adjust here. Maybe your knees are closer, readjust the twist so elbow goes to the outside of that right knee. Same thing here, spread into the two elbows, twisting to the right for 3. Maybe your hips come lower for 2. 1 more here. Now keep the body twisting to the right. Just have your left hand holding onto the right knee, right hand back, similar to what we did in that open arm chair at the start of this flow. Take another breath here. Looking down for balance, tippy toe on that right leg. Your left hand still holding onto the outer knee. Yeah? And from here, come up, stork twist. Left hand stays outside of the right knee. Right hand reaches to the back. Pause and hold. 3, 2, 1. From here, we'll take stork. So 2 hands reach up. Keep the right knee lifted. Breathe here. Take an inhale. Eagle leg. Right leg around the left. Maybe your right toes touch down. Or maybe you curl right toes behind left shin. 2 hands forward. Left hand is on top of the right. Maybe you're hugging shoulders here. Walk the fingers in. Or maybe you take eagle arms of any variation. Maybe you stay tall. Maybe you sit the hips low. Pause. Maybe you fold. Fingers forward or elbow touch your thigh for 3. Balance here for 2. 1 more. Inhale. Now from here we'll come back stork pose. So re-expand, release the eagle arms, come back up. Right knee draws up into chest. From here, right leg step to the back, palms down. Left leg floats up, 3-legged dog. Nice. Take a moment here to settle. 1 big breath. Open up through that top hip, scorpion. Nice. Take another inhale here. Let's cross left to the right side. Hold here first. Cross tiger. And then set the foot out to the right side of the floor. In your own time, ground into the back foot. Take your right hand towards the ceiling. Now if you stay right here, this could be loading up strength into your left hand, which is perfectly fine. Or you could take a little bit more back bend. So left heel pushes forward. So which means your hips and your chest is a little higher up to the ceiling. Take 2. Press down into your left hand even more. 1 more. And then bring right hand back down. Pull left leg all the way back up. 3-legged dog. Step your left foot through. From here, root down into your back right heel first. Prepare. And then we come up. Take your time. Finding warrior 1. So hips are still facing to the front. Make adjustments here. Anything you may need, pause. 2. 1 more here. And go ahead, open warrior 2. Right toes adjust. Hips wider for 3. 2. 1. Left palm flips. Take it up and over, keeping the bend in your left knee for 2. 1 more here. Inhale. And then from here, shifting to the back, Skandasana, right toes pivot out, right knee bends, hands can come to your heart, chest is forward as you press your left heel down, toes lift. Take just a moment here first. 3, 2. Now from here, can you come forward back into high lunge? So left foot grounds, pick up your back right heel, arms reach. Just for a moment here. Stabilize first. 3, neutral pelvis, 2. 1, hands to heart. Lean forward. So you're already powering up into that back leg. Nice. Elbow spread. Twist to the left this time. So now your right elbow finds its way either to a hover or to a hook. Keep your 2 hands spreading wide, elbows apart. You can keep your gaze down if balance is a little bit challenging today for 3. Keep on straightening that back. Right leg, send the weight forward. 2. 1, if you're looking to the side or up, start to look down. See if you can do this without momentum and without sound. Right foot steps forward. Okay, adjust your knees, chair twist.
So your elbows stay spread, knees stay forward. Maybe your hips drop lower. Keep opening chest to the left for 3, 2, 1. Now keep the twist. You're just going to have a right hand holding onto the outer left knee, left hand back. Open armchair twist. Take another breath here first. Begin to look down, tippy toe on the left foot. Okay, whenever you're ready, come up into your stork twist. So left knee drives up into chest as your left hand continues to reach back. Pause and hold. 3, 2. Come to the front, stork. Left knee stays up, arms reach. 2. Now left leg eagle. Maybe your left toes land on the floor. Maybe your left toes curl behind the right shin. Hands reach forward. Right hand is on top, maybe hugging the shoulders in. Maybe finding your version of eagle pose. You could stay tall, you could sit the butt low, you could reach fingers forward, maybe even fold elbow towards your left thigh. Take just a moment here. 3, 2. Now we're going to re-expand, rise back up, stork pose. Arms reach, left knee high. From here, chair pose. 2 feet down, hips back. Take an inhale here. Tadasana, bring hands to heart. Take a moment to breathe. You've got 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward folds. One last vinyasa, half lift. Step back, plank. If you prefer to hop, know that that's your option. Take your chaturanga of choice. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, return. Downward facing dog, hips up high. Give yourselves a moment here, stretching out, finding space into the spine. 2 more breaths. Last one here. Okay, from here, looking forward, we'll come to a seated pose. So your ankles will cross either around the middle of your mat or closer to your wrists. Okay, so you can step or you can hop to that position. Drop the hips all the way down, sitting onto your mat. 2 feet forward. Now before we lie down, take the hands behind you. Open the feet just a little wider apart. Fingers can turn out. We're going to lift the hips for a moment here, finding reverse tabletop. So hips are going up, and then hips are extending towards the back of your mat. So you want to think of the weight pushing forward into the shoulders. Relax the head. 3, 2, 1. Tuck the chin. Drop the hips. Lower down with control. Okay, now from here, we'll guide ourselves to lie all the way down onto a mat. Take your time here. And keeping your 2 feet stepping onto the mat. You might open them a little wider. Hands can rest by the side of your body. And then let's do a couple of windshield wipers first. Just releasing into your hips, releasing into your spine, wherever you may be feeling it. You can hold the stretch. You can keep flossing this out. Eventually coming back center, 2 knees up to the ceiling. Bring the feet closer. Now we'll take eagle-leg spinal twist to close our practice. Right knee on top of the left knee. Lift that hips off the mat by pressing into your left foot. Take the hips slightly to the right so you can twist to the left. 2 knees coming down towards left side of your mat. Now your arms can stay wherever it is currently, or you could take your hands to an interlace behind your head. Let the elbows splay open. Maybe your gaze is upward, or maybe towards the right shoulder. And soften out any parts of the body that may still be active. Let's take about 3 easy breaths here. And take another 2. And 1 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, from here, and just have the gaze upward, draw the knees back up to the ceiling, uncross right knee, readjust the hips center first. You can keep your hands behind the head, left knee on top of the right this time. Press into the right foot, lift the hips. Take the hips to the left so that we can twist to the right side of the mat. Make any adjustments that you may need here. Hands are behind the head. Either you're staying up to the ceiling here or gazing over to the left shoulder. And soften out, especially around the back of the shoulders, especially around the hips. 2 more breaths here. Last gentle breath. Now begin to return, so take the gaze upward. This time you can remove the hands from the back of the head. Knees come back up to the ceiling. Uncross the left from the right. Shift the hips back to center. And then from here, bring soles of the feet closer. Let the knees splay open into a reclined butterfly position. If you have your blocks nearby, you can slide them underneath your 2 knees, or otherwise just allow the knees to hover off the mat or off the floor. You may even feel a slight arch into your low spine. As long as it's comfortable, stay where you are. Soften here. We'll take about 4 to 5 breaths before we come into our final resting pose. Three more here, allowing for the inner seams of the legs to take up space. And just 1 last breath. If you'd like to stay here a little longer, know that you can also come into your Shavasana with the legs in butterfly. If you like to come to your traditional Shavasana, hands holding on to the outer knees, draw the knees up to the ceiling, step the feet onto the mat. Now you could pause here with your feet on the mat for a moment just to adjust the low spine. And then whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and extend 2 feet to the front of the mat. Encourage the body to soften here, make any final adjustments. Go ahead and find your way down into your final resting pose, Shavasana. We'll be here for just a short moment. Take rest. Now, yogis, if you'd like to rest a little longer, you could just ignore the rest of this coming few moments. Stay in your Shavasana. If you'd like to close the practice together, you start to deepen into your breaths. So allowing the inhales and exhales to just create the subtle movements in your body. 1 or 2 more breaths. And with that, you may start to wriggle out fingers, toes. You may turn your head side to side.
And if a full body stretch feels comfortable, arms can reach up, toes can extend forward. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale to release. Knees hug into your chest. Maybe a soft rock, side to side. And from here, coming down to the right side of your mat, resting on your right arm. Now grounding left palm firm into the floor. We'll press our way up into your seated Sukhasana. Take your time here. Eventually returning to 2 more breaths of stillness. Soften out your shoulders. You may close down your eyes again. 1 more here. Your next breath in, arms reach overhead. Breath out, hands to the heart. Keep hands at heart, bow to your fingers, inhale. With your exhale, forehead towards the mat. And thank you so much, yogis. We hope you enjoyed this practice and hope it gave you some space to flow within your own body. And we'll see you in the next one. Namaste, yogis.